Welcome, Christian parallel-preneur powerhouses. On today's Nef Nugget, we're talking about how to stay organized in your business. Now, when you start in your business, do you spend an unusual amount of time looking for that phone number, that prospect that you need to call? Or maybe you have so many variations of passwords that you can't even locate where you put all the passwords so you could get into the account that you need to get into. Or maybe there's a template that you know you needed to create so that you can respond to this type of inquiry all the time. However, you have not done so. I totally understand. I've been there having all these little pieces of paper with various information on them, having so many passwords, 8 characters, special character, capital letter, it's not long enough, do it again, all the things, right? That you can't locate them quickly, or having to respond to the same type of email or email inquiry thousands of times over and over again, and you find yourself rethinking it each and every time because you can't find a template, or you didn't think to create one at the time that you've been responding to the same inquiry over and over again in your business. So today we're going to talk about the solution for these things with these 3 tips to help you stay organized. Number 1, keep an organized desk or work area, because chaos can infringe on you focusing on the task at hand, right? Everything should have a space and a place. If your husband's anything like mine, he likes to use my desk as the catch-all for anything that he doesn't want to read, if he don't want to be bothered with. He just pushes it to my desk, and that's how he cleans off his desk, if you will. So I suggest having some sort of inbox on your desk so that your husband or your kids or any other family members, if there's anything that they need for you to address, that it can go into that one location. And when you have time, you can put your attention to it. Now, the kicker to that is, like I said, once you have time, you can put your attention to it. But if you do not schedule that time into your calendar or into your planner, 10 minutes each day at the end of your business schedule, or, maybe it's one day at the end of the week that you go through that inbox on your desk, so you can make sure that you go through those things, because you don't want to miss anything that potentially could be time sensitive, right? And then the second tip I would give you is to create SOPs, standard operating procedures. All the things you do in your business to ensure that these steps are followed consistently each and every time. And also, the bonus to doing this and starting early, when you get ready to hire, you can hand these things off. You can hand off these standard operating procedures, which will cut down on training time. And then that means your clients will not know the difference that you're no longer doing it, and maybe your somebody on your team potentially is doing it, because it's happening the same way each and every time. So the next time you're performing a task, maybe you get out your recorder and you record the steps that you're doing them, and then maybe you send that recording to a transcription service, and then they transcribe it for you, so then you can have it in written form. Or you can just do it manually yourself. The next time you're performing a task, write down each and everything that you do, write down the login that you need, or someone else would need if they were doing it. Every single step they would need to be able to perform that task if you were unavailable, or if it was someone on your team that had to do it. And then number 3 would be to create a to-do list for the next day, right? Create that to-do list for the next day. And I want you to also have a master to-do list where you just kind of write down everything that comes to your mind at the oddest times, so that you feel like at some point you need to attend to. But those for the to-do list for the next day, we actually want to make sure that we put tasks on those things that are priority for that next day. And as a parallelpreneur, outside of your professional responsibility and family responsibility, when you arrive into you start your business schedule and business hours, you need to focus on your client work for the clients you currently have, and then the next step will work on client, and I like to call cash getting activities, doing the things that will bring in the next client for you. And then look at things that are time sensitive, or that have a deadline, or they're a must do thing that has to get done that next day, and make sure, and then you can fill in from there. So 3 tips on how to stay organized in your business. The recap is: 1, keep an organized desk or work area wherever you working your business at. Make sure it's organized. Number 2, create your SOPs, your standard operating procedures. And number 3, create a to-do list for the next day. Now, if you're a Christian woman or maybe even a man who is building a service-based business alongside your corporate job, I like to call you parallel-preneurs, and you're ready to turn your side business into a thriving income, then go to bit.ly/book with Nef and schedule a discovery session. And also you can learn more about me at www.nefateriafonda.com. Until the next time, I pray blessings and profitability over your business. Be profitable and be blessed. Bye for now.